Hello everyone, good evening introvert ladies. Where have you been? How are you guys? Introverts are also overthinkers, and I'm coming here now to share with you 5 mistakes overthinkers might be making. Listen, the first one is we dwell on negative thoughts. Dwelling on negative thoughts, it will not help. See, most times 99% of the things that you thought will happen will never happen. Yes, introvert ladies, wake up. You are always in your head, inside your head. And 99%, I don't know if this is fact, most of the time, let's put it like that, before somebody will just stop listening to me. Most of the time, not all the time, you are always in your head, introvert ladies. And these are mistakes that makes you to overthink. Please stop it. How can you reverse this? One of the ways that you can reverse this overthinking and stop dwelling on negative things is to be aware of your surroundings. I cannot say this enough. Do you know the color of the dress you are wearing? Do you know the color of the tree outside your house? Do you even notice the tree outside of your house or behind the other neighbor's building? Do you know what is in front of you? Do you know the color of your ceiling? Do you know the color of your staircase? These are just, I'm giving you an example. Try to be aware of your surroundings. Try to know things, to see things. Most of us are just walking. We are not seeing anything. We are always on autopilot, always overthinking, always on our mind. Overthinking, overthinkers. We have to stop this. The second thing is we make negative assumptions. Introvert ladies, wake up. Always making negative assumptions. But I want to ask you questions. With all these negative assumptions that you are making, is it really helping? Is it really helping? And one thing with this thing is what you think, how you think, you eventually act. And how you think, you act. And most times, you say it out. So, why are you assuming things? Negative assumptions. For example, somebody walked past you and they didn't greet you. Africans, we like greeting too much. We like so much greeting. And they didn't greet you, and then you start talking. You don't even know if the person is alive. You don't know what the person is thinking about. And if for any reason they chose not to greet you, is it not okay? Stop negative assumptions. I'm just giving you examples. Stop these negative assumptions. Okay? The third one is catastrophizing. I hope I say it right. We always catastrophize. Always thinking of the worst case scenario that will never happen. Introvert ladies, overthinkers, these are 5 mistakes. One of the mistakes that we make. Always catastrophizing. Thinking of the worst case scenario that will never happen. Instead of thinking of the worst case scenario, why don't you think of the best case scenario? For example, I will tell you now. Think of, we think images. Our mind, when I say blue, now I'm wearing blue, so I'll use blue, and this pen is blue. When I say blue, what did you see? What came to your mind is blue or different shades of blue. Did you see BLUE? No, we don't think in letters, we think in pictures. So why do you use this gift of thinking in pictures in a negative way? Cut off in a negative way. Let's leave it like that. This word is big. Catastrophize. Always thinking of the bad things that will happen, that will never happen. Do you want it to happen? So whenever you catch yourself thinking bad thoughts, ask yourself, do I want it to happen? Is that what I want? And I know it's not what you want. So we have to put a stop to this. We have to, and how can we put a stop to this? By catching ourselves and moving to the positive aspect. Okay? The next thing is we personalize. Everything is all about us. How? Everything is not all about us. People, as our faces are different, so is our problems. Everybody have their own wahala. Everybody have their own thing that they are thinking about. So stop making it personal. It's not personal. Huh? It's not. It's not personal. Stop taking it so personal. It's not. Stop personalizing this thing. No. If somebody does something to you, the best you can do is ask them, why did you do this? If it's possible for you. If not, why don't you just let it go? Don't personalize these things. Life is not that serious. So mistakes that introverts make, I'm telling you, life is not that serious. Take life one day at a time and stop personalizing things. And if that thing is really paining you, why don't you be a woman enough, because I'm talking to introvert women, be a woman enough to ask the person, what do you mean? Why are you doing this? Most of the time you will get some answers. And these answers might shock you. You might be shocked that it has nothing to do with you. Okay, the last one is jumping into conclusion. You see, all these things are intertwined. They are all intertwined. One thing leads to the other. Stop jumping to conclusions, introvert ladies. Overthinkers, stop jumping into conclusion. Ask questions. When you ask meaningful questions, you are going to get meaningful responses. You are going to get meaningful answers. When you ask questions, you are going to get answers. I'm telling you. And if for any reason there was no response, there was no answer, no answer is also an answer. Do you know that? If you ask someone a question and they didn't give you any response, and you watch them, it's also a response. No response is a response. Yeah. With that, you can know what next to do. But don't jump into conclusion. Give time. Give room for explanation. Always, time. If you are patient enough, you will remove yourself from a lot of trouble. You save yourself. You save lives. You save yourself and those and others. I trust you. I believe in you, that you minimize the much that we make these mistakes as overthinkers. We will stop making these mistakes. Thank you so much. Bye for now.